Alright, what is up guys, JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Custom Xdiavel series. I know it's been a little while. Christina and I were traveling. We were in Mexico for a week and then we were waiting on parts. But this week we should finally have all the parts that were on back order. And I'm really excited, which means this build will be ending in the next couple of weeks. And then we'll be choosing a winner for this bad boy along with that second grand prize. So if you guys are interested in being entered to win this bike, I highly suggest you get signed up now on Patreon so that you have the best chance possible to get your hands on this guy when we're done. Then don't forget about that second grand prize. We're going to be giving away a motorcycle of your choice, and that's going to be offered world freaking wide. So right now I'm heading over to Santa Barbara Ducati, meet up with Trevor, and we're going to be installing some more carbon on this. We're actually going to be doing these cam belt covers here on the side, and they're going to be in carbon, and they're still going to have the aluminum finish on them, so they're going to look really good. God, I love this bike. And then supposedly they save up to 5 pounds, maybe even more, so I'm going to try and put them on a scale as well. But saving 5 pounds up that high, oh man, we've shipped so much weight off this bike, and it's just so incredible. If you guys haven't seen the Nikon first ride video where 650 rode this, you should totally watch it, because he was absolutely blown away by how fun this bike is. And that's what I try to tell everyone. There's a reason why I chose this bike to do the series on, because it's such an incredible machine and it's really not that well known. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my ride over here to the Ducati shop, and I'll check in with you guys when we get there. All right, got here safely down to the Ducati shop, and as I mentioned, today what we're going to be replacing is all of these guys right here. So these are actually steel, and then the ones we have are carbon. I'll show you what we've got. These guys right here, so all from Illenberger carbon that we got through Manny at Moto Million, and now these are all carbon, and they still have that brushed steel look on them, but they are like literally paper light. So we've got one for the bottom, one for the left side, and then this for the middle, and should save, like I said, about 5 pounds, but hopefully it's not too intense. I think it's just some screws around the outside, but I hope that we don't have to remove other stuff. We'll find out here in a minute. So all right, so we started off, pulled off this scoop here, which is, I guess, the intake. Is that some sort of air intake?
It's to cool the belts.
Oh, okay, I see. Look at that, the belts are in there. That's why they call them cam belt covers, right? That's crazy. There's the inside of the Xdiavel a little bit. Not the total inside, but it's getting
because of the variable cam timing, it's more important to cool it up inside.
Ah, that makes sense. Is that how you get all that low end torque and power and stuff?
Variable cam timing, yes.
No, they did a really good job with that. All right, so there's one of the pieces. I want to see this. I want to feel the difference of this thing. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh my God, the difference though. Holy shit, this is gonna save so much weight. There you go.
We're gonna save
one of the belts.
A bit of weight on this one.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think we're gonna be probably around 60 pounds of total weight loss, maybe more, because obviously we saved 30 with just the wheels. So this thing is so fun to ride. I absolutely love this bike. It's actually in the running for my own personal bike. I might buy one of these. That's how fun it is. So I was actually thinking about trying to do this myself, because it looked like it was just a couple of bolts to unscrew there, and then I realized right away, as soon as he broke the first bolt, I could hear it, and there's Loctite on there. I don't even have Loctite, which I guess isn't a big deal, but you still want to make sure that you put Loctite back on all of these bolts, because they're right next to the motor and they're going to rattle. So yet another reason it's good to have Big Trev taking care of things for us. He said he might have to pull this tank up to get this one out as well, so I think it's going to be a little more involved than I thought. Look at this, guys. Feels like we're taking half the bike apart now. So that's where the final bolt is up there, as you can see on this one. It's hidden under that plastic piece there. That should be the final one, and then we should be able to pull this off. I wish they made these clear, because that looks so freaking cool, and Trevor said it looks even cooler once that cover's pulled off, so I'm excited to see this. Alright, so in order to pull off that lower cam cover there, we actually have to move the master reservoir here. Rear reservoir? God, I can't speak.
Yeah, rear brake reservoir.
I'm on medication, guys, so bear with me. And I think you're gonna leave it plugged in and just kind of move it to the side, Trev?
Right.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Then we should be able to pull that thing off.
Now it's a Chinese jigsaw puzzle.
Now we're gonna try to pull this thing off. The thing looks so bulky and heavy.
The whole thing has to come all here now.
Oh, does that have to come off too?
Yeah, because look, and then we have to maneuver it out of there.
Unbelievable. Alright, next he's actually going to move the entire, what is this, the master reservoir?
Yeah,
master cylinder? Master
rear brake master.
Rear brake master. and because it's hitting this cord right here, and rather than like having to unplug this banjo bolt here and letting everything drain out, he's just gonna move the whole thing and let it hang down so it can be out of the way and then we don't have to bleed anything. Look at all that freaking Loctite on there. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I just tried for about 5 minutes to get this off. Trevor was just laughing at me, and he said you have to take the radiator and swing it forward a little bit. He wasn't kidding about the Chinese jigsaw puzzle. This is ridiculous. And he said there's. Did you get the bolt that was behind the frame up there?
Yeah.
And he had to pull the gas tank up as well. It's out of control, these things. It doesn't make any sense. It looks so simple to take apart, but no, it's not the case. So this one's hung up on something. Actually, guys, this right here, there's a hole in the frame for where you can get in there and unscrew the bolt that's in there. So now I guess he's gonna unplug the tank. Thank God I didn't have a full tank of gas, because I think he's need to get inside of there and see what's hanging up on this thing. It's out of control. Actually, I'm gonna give him a hand. All right, so we got the top one off, and I'll tell you what, it weighs considerably more. As I mentioned on the website, Illenberger's website, they say it's 4 pounds. We're gonna weigh it to try that out and see, but look how freaking cool that looks. That is wild. They should make like clear ones to show that. Imagine that, all spinning.
This is that piece of metal.
That holds
Yeah.
the, oh
Yeah, but you got to hold it in and line up the screw here so that it holds it away from the belt.
So that doesn't go into the freaking...
But that has to be in the perfect spot, because that you're going to have to use that too.
Unbelievable.
You crazy?
Okay, I guess we're gonna work on this other side now. So in order to swing that radiator forward, we actually have to take off the bottom carbon panels on both sides as well. So we're gonna have half the bike apart just to replace these cam belt covers. Unbelievable. Alright, so we got the bottom panel off again, the carbon panel. The bolt that we need access to is this guy right here, and there's one on both sides, and that should allow us to swing the radiator forward just enough so that we can get this damn cover off. Alright, so as soon as he swung that radiator forward, he got that off. Look how freaking cool that looks. That is like motorcycle art right there. And then we're gonna put these all on the scale, find out how much they weigh, and it looks like just over 4, yeah, 4.5 we'll call it.
4 1/4 pounds.
4 1/4, okay. And then let's see what the other ones weigh.
So it's 3 3/4 of a pound.
Yeah, so this is just under a pound, 3/4 pound for these, for the carbon bits. Yeah, which means we saved 3 3/4, almost 4 pounds. So the website was pretty damn accurate. That's freaking awesome. And 4 pounds up that high, that's something that you might even notice. So that's really cool. And again, we just keep saving weight, which is what we wanted to do. So I think we're gonna be under 500 pounds easily on this thing. I'm thinking 480-ish by the time we're done, which is pretty crazy.
Jigsaw puzzle getting back on.
So now we're gonna start putting the carbon cam covers on, and I can already tell you they look just so good. Carbon is such a premium material, but you gotta do just the right amount of carbon, so, oh, I'm excited.
Looks like this.
Alright, so the top
it goes
case
behind here to hold away this crankcase ventilation from the belt. But at this point it's a floater, so we're going to hold it with my hand right there.
Unbelievable. It
while
screws onto
I
the case.
juggle this damn thing inside there.
That's ridiculous. Like, how do you come up with that design? Alright guys, so the most ridiculous bolt I've ever seen. Remember how I told you you gotta go through this hole in the frame? Well, the bolt, it's actually easier to get out than it is to get in. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. There's a little Loctite of red right there. We're trying to get it to go in there, but now we have to loosen up everything else because it's just not quite going in. Story of my life. Alright, just putting the last piece on here in the middle, and then, well, the last piece of the cover, and then we gotta put the whole bike back together. but the carbon looks really nice. I'm really happy. Alright, so just slowly putting screws in, taking screws out and putting them in again until we get this. Trevor was not joking about this being a Chinese jigsaw puzzle because it's just ridiculous. I can't, I'm just really glad I didn't try to do it myself because I was thinking about it, and I would have probably got it half apart and then just been stuck screaming at Christina, and then I would have had to beat her, and then I'd probably be in jail. So it's a good thing we got the butcher working on it instead. Alright, so we got the rear brake put back together. you can see what the carbon looks like. It looks absolutely stunning, guys. And actually I have a new piece for this coming from Duca Bike from Moto Million as well, which will be black aluminum with some accent pieces there in steel. It's just gonna look so good. So now we're gonna start putting the bottom back together.
We're gonna fiddle fuck it.
Yeah, with this stupid bolt right here. All right, so Trevor and I got mostly Trevor, got the bottom packed together, and next we got to put the tank on. All right, so we got the bike back together, and you can see how incredible that carbon looks. Again, saved almost 4 pounds, and it just looks really nice. It doesn't come across on video, I'm looking at the screen here, as much as it does in person, but carbon looks really premium once you get close to it. Very happy with that. And I think next we're going to be working on the tank, and that should be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that episode too. Alright, so I'll ride this bad boy home and show Christina, see what she thinks, and then take a couple pictures, and then we'll be good to go. And like I mentioned, next week we're going to be going down to work with the painter on the tank, and that'll be fun. He's gonna finish doing the brush steel look, then we'll stencil on the old school Ducati lettering, and then I'll put on the little Campisi Customs badge on there, and then he'll have to clear coat it, and then the tank will be ready to go. I'm really excited, man. This has been a long time coming, and this bike is amazing. So I'll check in with you guys when we get home. So I just got home. Teens doesn't want to be in the video because she was cleaning all day and is half naked. But Alex was here, so I figured I'd show him. Well, Teens, what do you think of it?
It's very nice. I do, the silver originally was a lot brighter, and I like that. Just because it matched the clear clutch and it tied it in very well, so that's the one thing I don't like.
That
but
is true.
The fact that it shaved 4 pounds is pretty awesome.
It's pretty
Wow,
awesome.
it shaved 4 pounds?
Yeah, and it's carbon, dude. Look at that.
Wow, looks awesome.
And actually, Trevor said that brush steel tank is actually going to be a little bit more like this color anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be like a super bright silver. So next week when we do that, I think it's actually going to match really well. And actually, Trevor has some tape we're going to put over this too. So that'll be all.
Oh, to cover it?
And the carbon should be here this week for the rear tail section too. So everything's going to be nice and blacked out.
That's what you do.
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, we've only got a few weeks left of this build, so if you want to be entered to win this bike, make sure you check out the Patreon page. If you like what we're doing here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell so you get notified when we put up videos. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.